be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Red Wolves will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Kick is in the air. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So Arkansas State's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air. It's Yarnell. Puts it out of the air.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the Bobcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. On the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They go to the ground. And they make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Rayner. Dumps it off in the flats. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to pass. It's Yarnell. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
The Bobcats will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Across the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. And the Red Wolves line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Rayner. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burris.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the ground, it's Cross. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Red Wolves have moved it inside the 20. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Burris. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Fit it in the window for the score.
Finally, somebody's able to get on the board. This game was sending offensive football back to the 1930s. Great job of executing. I know this is a defensive stalemate. I don't know how many points we're going to see in the second half. Guys, that touchdown, that might be all they need based on what we've seen here in the first half.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
And the Bobcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The quick out. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Caught over the middle, it's Rucker. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Rucker. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Running back searching for a hole. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
The Bobcats are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. Dropping back, it's Yarnell. Under fire. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Rayner. He's not afraid to go deep. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Burgess. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And the Bobcats will move the sticks.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Yarnell. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
And the Bobcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Bobcats send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Got it in the middle. It's Little. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Grab behind the line. It's Burris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Line is set on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're setting up the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Lions. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Yarnell. Working that left side now. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab on the left.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Bobcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He caught it! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.